Hey everyone, Nolar here. Back here with gaming, 59 Gaming. We're going to be talking about a new game, and as if you guys know, we've been trying to expand out of Dragon Ball and Dokkan and Legends, and the first one we'd like to introduce is Genshin Impact. Now, look, this has been a very hype game. It's got a lot of huge momentum behind it, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. First and foremost, MiHoYo, who is the developers and producers of the game, have a good track record. If you didn't know, they are the ones that made and continue to produce
you had your
Honkai Impact Third, and that's been a very successful, wonderful 3D action RPG game. It's got a lot of content. They support it constantly, and of course the combat's super fluid. So everyone knows MiHoYo can make really good, well-produced games, and that's why they've gotten pretty much the A1 star of, yeah, they're going to be great. Now, look, I am interested in Genshin Impact, but I haven't done a whole lot, so I brought along a guest, and today is Gail Riot. Say hello to everybody here.
Hi guys, welcome. I'm looking forward to talking about Genshin, having played some of the betas, which I will be talking about in just a second. But yeah, I'm super excited to be playing this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else play as well.
Awesome. So yeah, since I don't know too much about it, I mean, I've played some Honkai and I enjoyed MiHoYo's production value. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little history about Genshin Impact? How did it start? How many betas were there? How many betas did you participate in? And your overall feelings on the game.
All right. Genshin Impact was announced, I think, around a year or two ago, around late 2018, early 2019. They were very straightforward in the fact that, as said by a lot of people, that it was inspired by Breath of the Wild. They did also mention a bit about GTA 5, but we still don't know where the GTA 5 comes in. But, apart from that, they were very clear that it was, going to be heavily inspired from Breath of the Wild. The open world, the incentives to explore, and so on and so forth. The monsters as well. So you can even notice when you start playing the game that there are monsters that take some inspiration from Breath of the Wild as well. Since then, they have done around 3 closed betas, not including the Chinese open beta that has been going on for the last week or two. And I have participated in 2 of them. They are handled absolutely fantastic. The team definitely are very interested in listening to the community. So far, whenever we have posted a report or a bug, they usually come back within a week saying, okay, this is the situation on it, this is what we're planning on doing, is it implemented, has it been implemented? And having spoken to a lot of the moderators in the Discord while playing the beta, you can tell that the team over at MiHoYo are definitely looking forward to pushing this game as much as possible.
Awesome. And, based on the gameplay I've seen and some of the CG graphics, it looks like it has high production value. Why don't you talk about, the art style and all that stuff?
Yeah, the art style, while obviously, they have mentioned it's heavily inspired of Breath of the Wild, they wanted to take a more anime route with it. Of course, a lot of people are fans of, anime and manga, so they knew that going down that route would help them a lot. It's obviously also taken a lot of inspiration from Honkai Impact. Funny enough, the developers did say there is a potential for a collaboration down the line between Honkai and Genshin, because they said that what Genshin is basically it's an alternate universe. So they have taken inspiration from Honkai for that as well, so that, in the future, if they ever decide to do a collaboration between Genshin and Honkai or Honkai and Genshin, the possibility is there because of the art style. But yeah, no, they have done an amazing job with it, and it's just quality all over, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure you're looking, if people haven't seen the website, it's a beautiful website. They have listed all the VAs that they're using for the Japanese voice actors. Some big names there, aren't there?
Yes, some huge names, as you can see on your screens right now. going through the list, some of you may know some of these voice actors, especially Dialux or Diluc, how as they pronounce it in the game. Ono Kenshu, of course, for those of you who don't know, is Giorno Giovanna's VA from JoJo's Part 5. There are also other VAs as well. Matsuoka from SAO as Kirito, he's also in the game. There is also Kaguya and Chika from Kaguya-sama Love is War in the game as well. So the roster is very strong, and their ability to draw in such VAs is an indication of how much they're putting into this game.
Yeah, you can tell they care, and there's production value all over. So that's another reason why people are so drawn to it, and why there is huge momentum building for the release of this game. So let's actually talk about the gacha systems in the game. Talk to me about the battle pass, the monthly cards, the gachas, the rates, all that stuff. So if I'm a gacha player, what am I getting myself into?
All right, for when you're coming into it from a gacha's perspective, I have put the wiki on screen for this because it gives it out in much better detail. Of course, we will be putting a link to the wiki in the description below, so if you guys want to go check it out, feel free to. But just a rundown, the gacha system is obviously, as a gacha player, your first thought is like, what are the rates? And I will be the first to admit the rates aren't fantastic. If you're aiming to get a 5-star character or weapon, the base rate is 0.6%. And on a rate up banner, the rate up character will be 0.3%, which, you know, when you're thinking about it in the, it's really low odds considering, games like Dokkan have a 10% rate for the featured unit. And Pokemon Masters has it as 7% and 10% for its regular and Pokefair banners, and so on and so forth. But at the end, there is, however, a light at the end of the tunnel. There are pities in this game where after 9 multis, you are guaranteed the 5-star character, or you're guaranteed a 5-star character, I should say. And then and it's a 50% chance to get that specific rate of 5-star character or weapon. And if you don't get him in that 9 multis, if you do another 9 multis after that, you are guaranteed to get the rate up character or weapon of that banner. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is not all that bad. There is an opportunity for you to get those units. And on top of that, while the 5-star characters are obviously aiming to be the best in the game, the 4-star characters themselves are no slouches as well. From testing it in all the betas and whatnot, having heard people playing the Chinese beta as well, it does seem to be like that the 4-star characters are just as good as the 5-star characters in terms of when you start investing into them, giving them dupes and whatnot, they do end up being just as good, and in some situations maybe better as well. So in terms of like the gacha system, I don't think a lot of people should worry about it, purely because everything is usable at the end of the day. If you're aiming for certain characters, you can end up, you can save up to that just like you do in most of your gachas anyways.
Awesome. What about the battle pass and the monthly cards? If I'm not necessarily free to play, but not a huge spender, what can I get in terms of value?
Alright, so for the battle pass, of course, it unlocks at adventure rank 20, which is sort of like a ranking system. You get experience for everything you do in the game, opening chests, discovering new teleport waypoints, and so on and so forth, completing quests. You start getting adventure rank, and once you hit AR 20, you can unlock the battle pass. Once you unlock the battle pass, it's just like every other battle pass in most games that exist with the battle pass. You get rewards for like materials, new weapons, you get gems and currency to spend on summoning, and it costs 100 experience per level to get up to it, and I think there is around 55 levels last we checked. No, it's 30. Based on the wiki, it says it's 30. Apologies. But it is well worth it. It costs about $10 based on the prices from the Chinese beta, of course. And it's not only the premium pass. There is a free way. You can do the battle pass for free as well, but there is obviously a premium option to spend for players to use. The monthly card, on the other hand, is around $5, and you basically get 300 Primo Gems, or which is the in-game currency, on day one, and then every day after that you get around 90 gems. So you end up getting about 1,500, give or take, if my maths is a bit off, at the end of the month as well.
Okay, so there is value there if you want to open the wallet a little bit, but not all the way. Totally understand. Well, anything else you want to say about it? Go ahead.
I have. Sorry about that. I'll just also mention that I have on your screens right now. You can see I have posted. I have put up the Primo Gem or the currency page as well. And based on the events we've had in closed beta and the Spiral Abyss, which is basically like Battlefield for those of you Dokkan players, or the Battle Villa in Pokemon Masters. And if you do your commissions, which is like dailies, Battle Pass, and monthly card, in total, you should be getting around 9,300 gems per month, and with the summoning cost being 1,600 Primo Gems, you should be getting around 3 to 4 multis per month effectively to use. However, I would, as I said earlier on, recommend saving them up so that you can, get to the pity instead of having to just spend on the gacha and potentially not getting the unit.
Right. So if you are not a big spender, you got to be conscious on how you spend your currency, which is, a recurring theme throughout all gacha games. So, awesome. Look, well, this was just a quick, brief overview of what Genshin Impact is. And again, you can download it right now on the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, as well as on PC and PS4. However, PC, Android, and iOS, there are all there's crossplay amongst all the platforms, but between those three, you can cross save, is what I should say. You can jump between PC back to your mobile, back and forth, but PS4, Sony's not the most friendly when it comes to like cross saves and stuff. So keep that in mind. But yes, we're just telling you guys, hey, this is games coming out. And because of that, we're super excited. We have people on 59 Gaming who are really interested in the game. So we will be covering this game. We'll be doing a podcast, and we're going to be going live on the Twitch channel with this game. So definitely follow us on Twitter, on Twitch, and on the YouTube channel where we'll be posting content, and definitely check it out. Thanks a lot again to Gail for, giving us the quick rundown of what this is all about. If you guys are interested, by all means, check it out and make sure to follow us to get more information about Genshin Impact. With that, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time, all right? We're out.